Hello, part 2. You now find me looking at some motorbikes. So in the shot is a BSA, don't know which one that is. Which one's that one? Probably it's not a golden something. See a Benelli just here next to a Harley Davidson. In the background is a Triumph. I better not disturb them, they're working on it. Suzuki 500 is a Harley Davidson 117 Ci. Big engine, in other words, for a bike. Triumph. There's a Greaves Sports here. Villiers engine, I think, in that. What's this one? I'm currently near the entrance to a place called the Silver Cup. That's where they're all coming in. Oh, Bond Bug. I'll go take a look at that soon. So this is a Ducati. Another Harley Davidson over here. Nicely shaded. And this is going to be a bit. Yeah. So the other bit, not that many cars there, but that's the overspill, I think. And this is a BSA of some kind. It doesn't say what though. There's a Yamaha 250 just there. Let's take another look at this Benelli. How many? I don't know what engine that is. I might have to ask.
Anyway, I am and you can't see it, you can't check it.
But there's a Triumph just there. But this Benelli, this Benelli's quite interesting. I don't know what engine this is though. Does anyone know anything about this one?
He does, he owns it.
I'm just wondering if it's a. I'm wondering that. Well, I've never seen an engine like that, to be honest.
CBX, Honda do one.
Is it a
Honda do CBX?
CBX. So
They run better than that.
yeah, I'm just trying to think. I'm not taking a guess on what it is because I don't really know much about motorbike engine setups. I'm mostly into cars, but
That's a 900, Honda is a 1000cc.
yeah, this is a 900. I'm thinking it looks like it's a 6-cylinder, but I might be completely and utterly wrong.
No, it is.
It is a 6-cylinder. I've never seen a motorbike with a 6-cylinder.
Honda CBX.
Yeah.
So I did that and
Yeah, so
it wants to exhaust it, really.
a 6-cylinder motorbike. Imagine that must shift.
Well, it looks it.
I think so. But I've never seen one as a 6-cylinder before. I've never seen a motorbike have one. I've seen V-twins, I think there's been some 4-cylinder ones. I saw a V8 one, but that was because someone put it together. He literally built it. I don't know if he's still got it. I know it is as well because he also likes cider. Oh well. Yeah, they're very interesting motorbike this, and I've never seen one before. Right, I'm going to go over to some more classic cars now. It seems there's other classic cars gathering in the previous field, so I'll probably go and sit. I've missed those now. Well, I don't think I've missed them. I'll go back and have a look. We're just going to. Oh, I try not to bump into people, but it's hard. This is pretty lumpy ground, this. Here's a BMW M3. I won't stand, he's busy polishing it. Wish I could do as good a job at polishing a car as what he has. Maybe I need to change what polishing I use. A lot of carbon fibre in there as well. Bit of a material for the future, that one. Quite fancy fitting it myself. Here's a, looks like a Ford Zephyr 6. It's a Zephyr 6, but slightly uprated. Only just slightly. Uprated enough to go to Santa Pod by the looks of things. Oh, hold up.
Yeah. But, yeah, the M4.
Looks like someone's copied his homework there. Well, that's a Ford Racing. Look at this one. 383 stroker, so that's a, it's a Chevy lump by the looks of things. In a Ford Prefect. This Ford Prefects, Ford Anglias, Ford Zephyr 6s. Any Ford could be. You could throw a Ford V8 into it preferably, or a Chevy if you can't get hold of one. It depends. People have different opinions about different engines. Here's a Ford Focus, probably a Mark 1. Again, is that uprated or not?
It looks like with a bit of oomph in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it says Cosworth on it. It's probably. Fast Fords have always been cool, by the way. I've always thought this. But imagine sticking that lump of an engine in here. Would you get the... I think whatever direction you go in is a personal thing. People shouldn't have a... well... I've just come across an Ultima GTR and I'm not totally clued up what this is. Just says it was raced by Tufani Lion and DD Lion. Looks like a Le Mans car, this. That's somewhere, if I did have the good fortune to visit France, that's exactly where I'd want to go to Le Mans. But could I stay up for 24 hours just to watch it? That's not a classic. If we make our way along here, we see there's a rather interesting looking Mercedes here. No, not the van, although the vans are pretty cool actually. This looks like a Mercedes 190. Looks like a Mercedes 190 or W124 platform. I totally forgot what that was. What the heck is this? 1925 Alcyon cycle car with a 2-stroke. Look at that. Flat twin. Like a 2CV really. There's an MG. Here's an MG. MGF or TF? Probably a TF, that one, because of where its part in history. If we have a look here, we see a Ford Mustang. That is and it's a 289. That's cubic inches. Ooh, have to inquire. Look at that. Very cool. Right, I'm going to go over here now and see if I can get amongst, yeah, BMW M6, no M5, sorry M5, misread the thing. It's an M5. lovely. This is a Skoda Felicia SLXi. Ah. Look at that. Chevrolet Camaro, Gen 1 Volx things. It says 307 on it. Don't know why. Must have fitted a, I don't know. Never really saw one with that marking on. Oh, this is a Jensen Interceptor, late 60s one. So this is what they were in the late 60s. And if we have a little look, yes, it does say Jensen on the engine, but this would originally have been a Chrysler unit, I think.
1973.
All right. So I'd guess there was some Chrysler basis in the engine.
It's Chrysler. It's 7.2 Chrysler engine.
So that'd be the 440 cubic inch.
Yep, that's it.
Which would have been used, I think, in the Charger and the Plymouth Roadrunner. But there was also not the Superbird, I don't think.
I've had this one for 48 years.
Suddenly,
40 when it was 5 years old.
yeah, because there was a Jensen Interceptor from the 1950s. Different,
That's right.
different
Completely
look to
style.
it.
Completely different style.
Yeah, different look.
Yeah,
And I've seen two of those together.
Yep.
I think did I
Get
see
a
that at the
saloon and a
Broil?
cabriolet, one of those. Saloon and a cabriolet.
Yeah, they were both cabriolets, I think.
Okay, yeah.
They had the 6-cylinder
Yeah,
in
straight
those.
6 Austin engine. Yeah.
But then I think they started using Chrysler engines.
They didn't use the Chrysler engine till they brought the Interceptor out. Oh, CB8 out. When they brought the CB8 out.
CB8, that's the one with the...
They put the fiberglass Chinese eye look. Or fiberglass
the awkward
body.
styling.
Yeah, awkward styling. Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah,
fair
I've
enough.
never seen one of those.
Yeah, so there's hopefully
Maybe
be one here today. So.
But I think out of all, this is one of my favourite classic cars, even though I did watch a video with James May slagging it off.
Yeah.
I think he's well known. Well,
but the thing is, you have to get a good one. If you get a bad one, it'll give you nightmares.
yeah. So I think I saw one of these. I'm going to mention TV again.
Yeah, no, Car SOS, they did one. And that's the pistachio green one, they restored.
Wheeler Dealers in white.
Yeah, and in fact that car is currently being totally restored.
Restored.
The Wheeler Dealer one, but that was 2010-11, that programme, when they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the person I respected the most out of that was Ed China.
Oh yeah. Well, he did
Brilliant
all the work.
mechanic, the sort of person I'd like
Did
to
all
meet.
the work, yeah.
I might be able to meet the other one. I won't say who. I'm sure he's pretty nice bloke, but I wouldn't want to.
No, Ed China knew his stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention him by name and name drop him because,
Yeah, exactly right.
sort of person I'd like to meet because I like to work on cars, not as much as what he does.
No.
Although I did change a couple of things in the cooling system on my car
No.
because I managed to crack an expansion tank
Oh right.
on the way.
Oh,
It's
right.
like, what's all this fluid? And it's like, oh nuts. Quick order off of Amazon. Yeah, I shouldn't do it like that, but
There you go.
I needed it done.
Yeah, no, well done.
And then got a, and this is a crazy bit, is a Vauxhall. So it
Right.
shouldn't have had, it had Mopar stuff on it,
Right,
which I
okay.
didn't know about
Yeah.
until I got a coolant hose, and I've also changed one of the little sensors.
Right.
Something
Yeah.
you probably don't have to play with is sensors.
Yeah. No, we got sensors on this still.
Oh, there's sensors
there
on
are
this?
Sensors on this, on the oil and a few other bits
Yeah,
and
I was
pieces.
assuming sensors really come in the
Yeah, no.
80s when they started making fuel injection.
Well, if you think about this car, it's a 1973 car. Got central locking, air conditioning, electric windows, electric filler cap, two-tone electric horn, ventilated discs all round, limited slip diff, and that was in 1973.
So pretty advanced. Because
Yeah.
I think my first car, come from the 1980s, was an old Fiat and was quite primitive.
Yeah.
Very primitive, but you could thrash the hell out of them.
Yeah.
The engines would just keep working and working and working, even if they're knocking badly.
Yeah.
But the bodywork, well, that just dissolved in
Well,
front of you.
Well, classic 70s and 80s period, wasn't it really? Very little rust protection.
Yeah, this thing rusted faster than it went. Did a Dukes of Hazzard type move on it once, by accident.
Oh, right.
Didn't intend to, I just did it by accident. And I thought, I won't do that again.
No.
It's because I misjudged the junction. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
whoops.
No. Yep.
I don't recommend doing that. So, but yeah, this is like these. They're brilliant, they are. I would drive it carefully though, because well, too many Muppets on the road.
Yeah, exactly right.
But yeah, I'd have it in red though. Yeah, sort of a flame red or something, or power red. Power red's a nice colour. Good to meet you, by the way. Here's a Ford Cortina. Right, I'm just going to let. There's a Rover P5B. I've seen those before.
Have a good day.
And you?
There's a Type 2 Volkswagen just there.
Because that's what I said. I think
BMW Z3. Z3. Right, if we have a look here, Austin Healey. And it's been to Goodwood by the looks of things. Here's a, looks like a, is that a, that's a CRX. I have not seen that for a while. Don't think I've ever seen one. Here's a Chevrolet Stepside. They originally come with 6 cylinders, but then people stuck V8s to them pretty quick. Here's a Mini. Instagram account Bogey Pete 22. Looks like a racing Mini it does. By the looks of things. Here's a Land Rover Series 2 or 3. No, 2.5 I think. There was a 2.5. Ford Capri 3 litre. There's a Granada Coupe. No, Granada. It's just a Granada. This one, 3 litre. Yeah, so we're going through. I think there's a couple of Fords here. I think they're both Granadas. Oh, another Granada. Yeah, so the bit about misjudging of crossroads, yeah, never do that. Right, if I get a good view here, there's a MG Midget there to my right, and to my left is a Ford Popular 103E. It's unrestored as well. Yeah, so this is Ford Popular 103E. Right, this is at Austin 7. Next to that, oh, let me take the picture. This is a Ford Cortina Estate Mark III. Turbo Trans Am by Pontiac, official pace car, 73rd Indianapolis 500. So it's either a special edition of one, or it might have actually been there. Right, and here's a MG ZT 260 V8. So ZT 260 SE. So I think that had the engine out of a Ford Mustang in it. Yep, got the horse symbol on it. Right, we're going to go round now to another load of classics. This looks like a... what is it? I'm just gonna. Right, if I move myself around here. 1928 Austin 7 top hat. 4-cylinder, 747cc. Sort of got Britain on the roads, or amongst other cars it did. And here's a 1981 Chevrolet Corvette C3 lookalike. C3 comes complete with a 383 stroker, as it turns out. There we are.
Near Northfield.
And some milk to go in the coffee. Here's a Chevrolet K5 Blazer. Never seen one of those in my life, but now I have. Let's get a better view of this. Right, this is a Jimmy the Jeep, made 1944, and is a Willis, later Hotchkiss engine fitted. Here's a Chevrolet C3 Stingray, 350 290. So that's probably the. I shouldn't bend like that. Here it is. If we look underneath, there's a Chevrolet engine. Lovely, isn't it? From 1976. So I wonder what the power output was. 290. Not too bad for it being for the time. But yeah, here's a. I think that's a. I think that's. I think it's a Granada. Could be a Granada, I suppose. Yeah. Here's an Opel. I think this might be. I am seriously unsure about these two, so if I go and take a closer look. It's a Monza. Oh, wait a minute, didn't Chevrolet make a Monza? Didn't they?
Never seen a Ford.
It's an automatic. Here's a Ford Mustang Coupe, 289, so 1965 one, this one. I like the fact some people put signs up, helps. So there's a Austin Healey 100. Here, I'll have a look, see. It's got a big 4 in it. Look at that, big 4. What's this? Looks like. Right, we'll just move round.
But it was based on the fact that they were going to be doing across the council.
What's this?
Why is it one?
So it's an Alfa Romeo GTV 2000, this one. 1973. 74. To my right it's a Triumph Stag. Would have come with a Triumph V8 in it. Sometimes they were retrofitted. I don't think I've seen one that's had that done. It's 1976. Here's a MGA 1600. It says 1800 upgrade. That would have been a 1600 first off. Next to that, Mark 1 Ford Escort. This is the GT. And now we get to go over here where we see. So another Citroen Traction Avant. Looks like a Fordson pickup. Be a 7 Carat. there's a weight called a carat. Here's a Citroen VX. Seen those for a while. Here's a Alfa Romeo Spider. Let's have that here.
No, well, my wife's got them at home.
Let's have a look at the back of it. So I think 1300 Junior Duetto, but is it a boat tail? Yes, it is a boat tail. I'm just going to walk around here. Porsche 911. I'm going to take a closer look in a minute. A couple of MX-5. So I'm going to get back out here. Ooh. So there's a Porsche 911 here to my right. To my left is a Mazda MX-5. And there's another Mazda MX-5 here.